Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to What's on Your Desk, What's in Your Basket or Box. It's just trying to complete things you've already started. This is some things I had worked over, done in the past while. I have a project box, and every time I find more stuff that I started, because I've been going through piles, throwing it in here so that I can get them. And then I just found this stack of like some things I printed, ink running out, so I brought those over. But this is some of that stuff that I've created from, I just realized, look, where did that fall off? Right there. So let's glue that back on. Why? I must have not put enough glue. That does happen sometimes. You try not to use too much, then sometimes you use. This is me trying to get back to the videos, guys, and get my channel built. There, so we can't put that in the done. And this is my basket. I've done. I have other things other than just what I did in my project basket. In a group I'm in, Junk Journaling, Craft and Chat, I've been teaching clusters. So I have some of those and different styles of clusters. So I have that in there. Then I had some things that I already had done. This should be more towards the back. I tried to put it size-wise. And then I did a mass make in a group, so I have those to the back. But it's all ephemera ready to go. And these clusters are in here because they're bigger clusters. I put my smaller clusters in something different. But that way, they're there. So these are some of the things. I love how this turned out. It's simple. This one was surprisingly came out way better than I had thought it would. So I'm really proud of that one. This is one I did just using one of my bows, and you can get that in coffee membership. And then I've been making, I showed these in a group, and I'm trying to mass make these so that I can use them in different ways. It's a cluster with just a word. Sometimes I put an image, but on this one came out really pretty. And here comes that boo-boo because I turned on the camera. And again, this was, I made this is me, my design. And then I was showing how just adding, it's still pretty, just add a couple little things to it. So, and then she turned out really good. I don't know where I'll put her because I don't have really any journals in this color. So now I'm going to have to challenge myself to make something a little more taupey, more browns. And this was just a piece of paper, and I turned it into a journal card. I really like it. It's really cute. So it's really good to be getting. And then this I still have to eventually get a journal card in. And then I found like this ended up in my finished box, but it's not finished. So I pulled it out, and I had shown in a group how to make these pockets. So I want to get those done. These are kind of projects I'm trying to, it's just I need a journal card for this one. So I'm keeping it to the front of my box. That way, if I make a journal, see a journal card the perfect size, then I can put it there. And these I don't have to really do anything to, because I'll use, depending on which journal I'll use them in, depends on what I'll put in the pocket. What I want to do eventually is have 2 of these baskets, one with the journal cards and tags, and then one with pockets as I go. But I have to clean up some more baskets. And I'm just going to let my cat up. So I'm just going to move that box out of the way. I'm going to move these papers here. Stapler. Because you know Boo-Boo. Here she comes. Come here, baby. Bring your bum-bum. Come on. Bring your bum-bum. Okay. There you go. What would we Boo-Boo do if I didn't let her up here? And I just seen something over here. Some stuff that Boo-Boo had knocked over. And that might have to go in my project box. Oh. I think these are mass make. I'll have to put those all in my project box. This is just, oh no, Boo-Boo, you can't go there, my love. Oh well. We're going to work with her to the top, guys. Well, I am. You guys aren't. What is this? Oh, I guess I made just a simple journal card. That's what those were. And this is just a bag of random stuff I got to go through. An envelope and a piece of paper. So I'm going to throw them in the project bag, box, even though it's just a piece of paper. It's folded. We'll see what happens with those. I might have to make a tag and a journal card one. Oh, excuse me, Missy. Do you think this is your time? Huh, girls? You think the girls only want to see you? Huh? Is that what you think? We're going to have to move you over. Yeah, we're going to have to move you over because I got to work. She's going to get a little angry in a moment as I move the belly baby over. There, that's your spot there. That's your spot. Teaching her, I just realized I forgot my glue stick and my scissors. I just want to get started because I have eventually to do Jacob's snack, right? I want to get this done because tonight I have Technique Tuesday in Queens of Journaling where I teach, and tonight we're doing lace and material clusters. It's been a series on clusters. I have these. It's on cardstock. And I think these are just have to be fussy cut. They're not big enough to make. Well, you could make little journal cards out of them, I guess. Right? Should put my glasses down and then I wouldn't have such a hard time. But there also can be used on a tag. You know, things like that. I got to get closer, but I'm just going to do this so I can put them somewhere, not take so much room up. Okay, and that's just paper that should be in. We'll just put it on to the side. And there's more of them. This one, see, they ran out of ink, so what I'm going to do is turn that into a journal card. Same with some of this. So what I just do, I don't waste it. The pictures you can't use because, so we just, they can become tags. So I'm going to put that, these turned out. I think that's why, because some turned out, so I was trying to fix that. So we'll put those in there. I could put that in my tag box, but I kind of don't want more. I'm just taking this off because I'm probably going to use this and make a journal card. Maybe one of those ones I just did. And you know, with tags, you don't have to finish them. You could have tags like that. Technically, this one could go in a box of mass make, like ready to go for when you want. I like to have both finished projects, and if I'm missing something and I can just pull out like a base, couldn't find the word, a base tag, and I like to have base tags as well. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing with that, is it'll end up in my base tags. So this is just a little too short, but I think instead of this way, this paper would look better that way. So I'm going to move that there for now. I think these might be all, but I mean, I could shorten them if I wanted to. Nothing says I have to keep them that length, right? Like, and I didn't take my time when I cut them because I was like, oh, they didn't turn out. And then I realized that I can make a tag out of them, right? So I'll make a nice couple little tags. I like having long tags as well, so I'm not going to shorten them all. They just have to be used. And this one, I kind of don't, I want to be able to use the full space. So in my thinking just now, that didn't work out really well, did it? No. No, it didn't. So let's, this is just, you know, when you have scraps that we save, that's where technically let's put these in here. That's technically where these belong, in this box. Let's see what we have here, because we're going to try to use this paper up. But I don't think... The problem is, I see someone, welcome to the group, and that's great, but I can't really, unless you just put an image there, and then we can do that. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. And then do we want to just cover this, but nothing is long enough. And I should have cut some, I think I'm out of paper that's not, oh, nope, I found one, yay! I found one. This is just paper. I don't use my dyed paper, like ones I dye, and I'm almost out. I've only got a few. I use them to put in as pages in journals. It's very hard for me, as I have said, I think, numerous times, because being in the basement in the winter, they don't dry. And even in the summer, it gets pretty damp down here. So, I just can't get over how much Boo-Boo thinks she's now a part of these videos, guys. She really does. She's a sick kitty right now, so she gets a little spoiled. Yeah. We don't know. We may have to put her... We might have to make that difficult decision. She has a really bad cough that... And she's got a lung infection. They don't know what type of infection. They gave me medication. She wheezes and can't catch her breath sometimes. So I'm hoping the medication will work. But she's still playful. She still eats. As you can see, she still wants to get up here with us. She's still grooming herself. Well, she's going to leave now, guys. I guess she said, oh, that's enough. That bright light shining in my face. And her sister was playing, so I think she went to see what her sister was doing. I don't want to cover the whole guest check, right? So I'm seeing what I can do with that. Oh boy, do I ever have a headache today. I get funny headaches all the time. I don't know why I get headaches. I've always suffered with headaches. I slept well, so I don't know why. But I have tooth pain, so that could be causing the headache. I'm trying to get an appointment with a dentist and get checked. I have to do that after this video, call a dentist. Yesterday I did do the Merry Monday video. It is now up. But last night, I could not get it to up. I mean, first of all, I had to edit it, and I don't really edit, and I need to practice. My friend Anita, she made this in Canva. She made this nice introduction and goodbye. Love it. But I'm not, like, my skills are just... Even if I could make that, how do I get it on my videos? It almost hurt my brain to think about it. Oh my. I'm just going to do this. Make sure that's down. I want to ink this. I gotta find where I put my other ink pad, because this one isn't the best. I'm not going to cover this whole thing. I'm going to kind of collage on it, I think is what's going to happen. And I've never used these. And I see beautiful, it's the same with cards. Altered deck of cards. And I love it. It's just something I haven't challenged myself with. And so this is a good time to challenge myself. I'm glad I pulled it out of the box. But right now I'm going to look for like a smaller scrap. I'm hoping she'll go lay down and go to sleep. That's what I'm hoping. Oh, that shouldn't be in there. I don't know how it got in there. Just right now I'm going to look for a scrap. So I do have that different paper, so that's good. Oh, look at that. That should be in the project box. What should be in the project box? That image, I don't know why it's in there. For some reason, I have Vicky's address on an envelope. So what I need to do, I guess that's telling me I'll just put some stuff in there and send some. Again, that's project. I have that one, but it's a nice paper. I'm going to put that to the front so I use that piece up. And I think I was making something out of this and didn't finish it. So I'm telling you, I have started projects everywhere. So I'd use a piece of that. Maybe a piece of this. We'll see. Let's see what we can do with those pieces. Let's see. I don't want to cover too much, right? I'll put that in my scrap thing for clusters. See, I don't want to cover too much of the guest check at the top. So again, this I won't throw away. Somewhere I have a little scrap basket for little pieces. Because I want some of that to show, right? And the same with the bottom like that. So I'm thinking something like that. And then we'll just come in with an image. Oop. I think I'll do something like that. So I want to ink this just a bit, not dark, just a bit. I should have done, what I should have done is give this, but you're not going to see it anyway, so what am I worrying about? I'm going to see a bit of it, so we'll just do that. Maybe a little here. Just watching a new show on CTV, which is a Canadian station here in Canada, called, I don't even remember what it's called, that's how quickly extracted, and it's somebody dropped out into the BC mountains here in Canada, and then they're dropped with just the clothes on their back and one bottle of water, and then they have a team that's back somewhere else that can extract them if they feel like it's time, if they're not doing well in the survival. And it's really interesting, but I like those type of shows. So well, there's not much I don't like in shows. I don't like scary. I'm not a big science fiction person, other than the original Star Wars. The new Star Wars, I think I've watched maybe one or two of them. They're just not the same as the originals that I went to see as a kid. Just not the same. I don't want to cover up all of the guest check, but I don't want to make it square. So that's a lot of what I'm trying right now. Trying to get back to these videos. I enjoy making them. You know what it is you know when you're in a habit of doing something and then you get out of that habit, and I did that. I got in a kind of, well, the postal strike. Do I like that side better? Yeah, I think I like that side better. I should have saved that for a scrappy pad, but Yep, she went to the couch to lay down. She probably realized the couch is much more comfortable than the hard table. There we go. We'll put that on there. We're just going to run that over. There we go. The other thing I'm thinking of doing, I might corner round this picture. I want some of the lines to stick out on that side. Then I covered so much of those words, but that's okay. No biggie. My corner rounder here. My great Temu fine. Nope, that's not the one I want. Oh, yeah, it is the one, but why did it do that funny thing? Is it just because I didn't put it in there right? I think that's what it is. See, it did it there, so it must be the wonky person that put it in there. The thing with this, though, oh, there we go. Getting that paper out. See if we can fix that. It did a funny groove thing. I'm just going to slightly fix it. There we go. I like that better. There we go. That's where I'm going to put her. And a lot of times when I'm doing these, I don't put my tabs on because I don't know how I'm going to use it. Am I going to put it in a side pocket, a side tuck? Am I going to make it a top tuck? So I don't, because it could end up on this side, could end up on this side, it could end up on the top. So a lot of times I don't put my tabs on something like this more square style. Tags I do sometimes I don't. Because also depending on where I use it in a journal. Sorry guys, I just realized I really need a new stand, but I'm being not cheap. I just have this thing where, you know, so much ends up in our landfills. Sorry, I'm going to fix this, guys. I apologize for this. For some reason today, it just doesn't want to cooperate. I've played with this for like 10 minutes before I came on. And it just, my apologies, guys. I feel really bad. Some reason it won't stay tight. And I don't have time to go and take it. I have to take it all the way off. So we're going to try to get through this video the best we can with how it is going. My apologies. It's because when I do lives, I pull it down this way and then I push it up, pull it up. So I think I'm bending it too much, which wouldn't surprise me. Now we can add a little something down here if we want it. See, this is where those word, oh, oh, I can't even, my words aren't coming to me. Or even like something like this. But see, I don't keep those bulky little balls on. A lot of times I take them off and put a flat bead. I think I'm either going to do that. See, that's too much cluster, right? So I'm trying to decide if I do this. When it gets probably time to go see the doctor again about my headaches. I've seen specialists on it. There we go. That's what we're going to do. Perfect. Does that look too purple? See, like I could put this up here, but I think it looks nicer down here. And again, if you wanted to, you could add a number in here. You can do so much. We'll see how a number looks on the little spot. I am collaging, so sometimes a collage you put a little bit more. It necessarily doesn't have to be pink. I am liking a number there, but I just got to find the one I like. gets too big. I think I want a small number. I need my glasses. For some reason, I don't know why, but I'm kind of liking that one and not going with the pink. You know, sometimes we want to do it all in the same color, and what really looks best is something different, just to... Yep, we're going to put that there. That was a nice, easy solution. So this is kind of what we're going to be making tonight on Technique Tuesday and Queens of Journaling. And I always put a piece of, it's just easier when it comes to glue it, is what I do. And it makes it a little bit more sturdier. Just get, it's like a little base to build the lace and material cluster on. Right, so, and it's perfect for gluing. That on, and there we go, another item done. There we go. My first guest check ever. Woo woo. So I can leave it the way it is, and depending on when I go to use it in a journal, I could put some kind of tab at the top, you know, a simple lace one. I could put a, you know, but I'm not going to do that right now, because I don't know if I'm going to use it in a side tuck. Oof. If you just heard my neck, wasn't a pretty sound at all. Okay, so this, just because it got cut, so we want to run a little, it got a little tear in it, but we're going to still use it. Nothing says we can't use it. Could put a little, I don't know if I put a little glue on the side. Just like that. Because once I put paper on it, but even so, if it goes down this way, it doesn't matter what's on the back. But before I glued that down, I wished I would have put, a lot of times what I do with these is I try and reinforce this a little bit, because we are going to, you know, you're going to be sliding something in and out of that pocket, right? Is that scrap long enough? Look at that, it pretty much is. But I think I want to go more natural. And I don't think after that one, this technically shouldn't be that big anyways in there. We just tore it in half. But you can just grab a scrap like that. It doesn't really matter. Only time it might matter if you're going to put a hole punch in it, then you might want to go with something a little wider. If you're gonna, like, depending if you're gonna have a straight pocket or an edge pocket, but I think I'm going to be putting lace along here, so it doesn't matter to me. And I'm not worried about doing the whole thing. I'm just doing it. Oh, please cooperate. Maybe I need to go with a bigger piece. Maybe trying to cheat there isn't going to succeed very well for me. That's that piece we cut off. Now look, we can use it. Oh wow, I did that so well. I did that so well. You'd think I did perfect measurement, but no, I didn't. It's on the inside, so I'm not worried about it being totally perfect. I just want it So that, and I don't really have to do the back, but I'm going to just, because the back will be glued down, so it's not going to take the wear and tear like the side is here. So now we got to kind of re-glue this. And I'm just, oh, I don't want all that glue there. There. And you kind of want it to glue because you don't want to catch it as you're sliding in and out of the pocket. But I did say I was going to use that for tags. That could be pretty. But I did say that will be tag. Let's go with this nice one. I use this paper a lot because I just love it. Yep, I do. I do. And this is going to be a pocket, ready for a book. And I'm not going to collage on it because I don't know what I'll have in the area. If my tags, sometimes if I'm using like there's a lot of ladies on the tag, the pocket, I won't do the same thing. So, you know, we have a winter storm coming in. Up to 35 centimeters of snow, which is about 13.5 inches. It's a winter storm, but it's not super bad. But it's enough that it's called a winter storm. And then, like, we have 1 day break, and then we're getting another 5 to 10. But I live in the base of the mountains, so. And now that I'm doing this, I'm thinking, maybe I do want lace. I don't want just lace. You'll always find that I never get the top glued the greatest. Like, because I could come in and, you know, I could just pop a pretty butterfly on there. Again, depending on what I put on it. Sometimes with this, I can turn it into a double pocket because I could add a pocket here. I could add a little side pocket here, you know, like, so I'm just really treating it like a base. And that's kind of why I'm not going to decorate it. I'm not going to cut my hole because depending on how I do it, but at least it's a base pocket ready. And I just got to trim it better. I just need to put on my glasses. And well, it doesn't matter if it overlaps it because it's going to be glued down, right? But I just want to make sure I glued it, because sometimes when you got an envelope and you get too close, I have snipped the envelope. Like here, which is, nope, it just needs more glue here. What time is it? Because Andre just left. I can't be after 2. Oh, it is 2:19. Wow, that time goes fast. I don't know how much time we have left, guys. There we go. There we go. Let's just check. Oh, we're only at 34 minutes. We're still good. I guess I started that a little bit later than I thought I was going to. So even like this guest check could technically, this is sometimes why I end up putting a little, even the guest check could go in there, but it doesn't look as nice. And it's so square, that's probably why I'll indent it, and then that'll mean I'll have to put something on the back. But I can go in easy enough and put something there if I need to. And see, that needs a little glue there. And needs a little glue there. Plain and simple. But at least it's a base pocket ready depending on what I'm going to use. So we have those two ready to go. Look at that, 2 things down. Ooh, ooh. Now, this piece of paper I said that I threw in the project, this is going to become a tag. This could be 2 things. Ooh, now that I did that, this could end up as a pocket as well, right? Like I could turn that into a pocket as well. And sometimes what I'll do with these is I'll fold it over a little bit. That's what we're going to do, because we need some pockets. So I'm going to make it into a pocket. But I put glue on this side, and I want to use that rough side, I think. Maybe not, because I'm going to probably reinforce that. So we're just going to trim it up a little bit neater. Who knows why that was sitting where it was sitting. I could have been thinking to use it in many different ways, so I need to let, it doesn't matter now because I'm doing that, but because I'm going to align it in here with paper. Oh. That is what I'm going to do. You can go neutral, you can go color, you can do whatever your heart pleases. Look at all this. I need to make sure I put this all to the top because it's all for covering the back of tags, and it's not supposed to be technically in this bin, if you know what I mean, Jelly Bean. I'm just trying to see. I'm pulling them out because this way I can use them up. Oh, look at that. That should be in there. Don't ask me why some of this stuff ended up in this basket. I don't know. I was probably doing a quick... Look at that. Again. Putting those all over in the project boxes. That's how I got some of the projects. Because okay, there's lots of things there. And in this case, maybe we'll go with just a neutral color. We'll just tear this the rest of the way down. We don't need that whole length, but for now. And if I do it now, let's do it this way since I have glue on here already. What I should have done is done the paper. That would have been the smarter thing to do. You know what? It's because I don't have my glasses on. And I should have my glasses on when I'm trying to line up the paper. It would help quite a bit. And like if it's hanging over, I can trim it up off of there too. So that I don't stress myself out too much. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? There we go. Now, okay, so we're going to run glue along, oh, not along there, along here. See, I can't even think, guys. I can't even think right. And glue along there. this balance with sticky fingers. With sticky fingers. There we go. There we go. We'll clean up those two scraps. We have another pocket. So that's perfect. It's a nice, easy pocket to make. And by doing the sides, I have both sides now. And if you feel like that isn't balanced, the great thing is I can go along here and give it a little trim. If the perfectionist in you, now you can do two things. You could cover this whole pocket, or you can collage this pocket. Right, but I'm thinking I'm also going to come in and I might put a smaller pocket on it as well. So I'm going to bring in maybe a little tea bag pocket. I want to see what size will fit nicely in there. Okay, that'll be kind of perfect. What we might do is just give it a little bit more of a shimmer. And this is very delicate, but once you put your paper on it, it won't be as delicate. It still will be somewhat. So we got a couple things here we're going to work on. We might not get it all finished. I'll finish it later on my own. Okay. I had for lunch, I ate something that's giving me heartburn. It wasn't anything really strong either. Do we want to come in with some? Again, we're going in our collage. We're trying to find some floral paper. Excuse me, guys. I don't know why those words are in there. They shouldn't be in there. Again, I probably was doing a quick desk cleanup and just threw it in there. Sometimes when Boo Boo wants to get up on the table, that happens as well. I don't know where am I that low on scrap paper? It just seems unreal. I really am. I don't have that many floral scraps. Isn't that particularly weird? But I'm also thinking I have something, but I don't know where I put those tin cans. I have something that'd be perfect, and I know I have. See, I have all kinds of things that I need to pull out so I start using them. Like, look, tags, some nice base tags. Why is it there? I got a pocket. These were something I made up, and I'm going to pull them out, maybe use some of the paper from it. Might be a little too big. But then in my head I'm thinking, they're so ready for something. I was getting them ready to treat as Happy Mail, so I don't really want to change that. I don't really. Hopefully this has got, nope, this has got my stickers in. I have another one like this. It's got little paper in it. You know what you buy off of, sometimes off of Temu and Shein, depending on which one you prefer. I have a rolling, I don't know if it happens to you guys, but I have a rolling, see? This is what I'm talking about. I've got all this stuff that I have to sort through. and it gets stuffed somewhere and I forget about it. But I'm upset because oh, here it is. This rolling tray is supposed to be convenient for me to grab from. But because I keep piling stuff on it, it's not so convenient. Oh, since Boo Boo's not here, I got a little more space. She's having a rest. She's over on my couch, curled up in one of my blankets. I'm a blanket girl, so I have something I really... Now I do have a small one, but I think I'm almost out of the long ones, other than those cellophane ones. If I was again, it's the really big one, and I don't really want to... It's not screaming at me. I've guessed I'm actually really good. I've used quite a few of them up, but I'm going to see what in the little papers I have. Oh, yeah, here. This is this one, or I'm going to leave a couple of these just handy. Just handy. Just handy. Handy dandy. The reason I'm keeping this is because I am putting this on here, and this tag is perfect, so this is going to be like a little project. I got to get something for base tags. Excuse me. Excuse me for my rudeness. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm going into my scrap bin, seeing if I've got a good piece of... this is not enough. That should be in the little scraps. But it doesn't look like I have a scrap music page in here. I think I've used them all. And that happens too. But sometimes before I start tearing, I like to double check and make sure, because I don't know about you guys, but the scraps somehow can get out of control. Yeah, no small, but look, I found that. I needed a small piece of something. Okay. No, none there. We're probably getting good on time. Gotta watch that time again. Try to decide if that's gonna go. Probably didn't need to do that curvy. Leave that just in case. I think we're getting too low on time, I think. I was just like, all of a sudden, oh, I can put that on there. I might end up on there. Do I have a paper? I do this because, well, I'm thinking about ideas. I know I'm using that. That can go in the scrap. But I gotta ink this. We gotta look at that time again, guys. It goes so fast. I don't mind going over an hour. Some people don't like to watch long videos, and that's fine. And I gotta learn how to do short. I don't know if I'm doing this technique Tuesday, like mentioned a few times in Queens of Journaling. The problem is we try to keep it under 30 minutes. Oh, that's so hard for me. One, I chase rabbits. I'm a rabbit chaser, guys. I chase those rabbits constantly. And so I didn't even see what that says. Sometimes you want to make sure there's no swear words or inappropriate words in your book pages. Some of the vintage ones you don't have to worry so much about, but you still got to worry. Still should check. I don't think anybody's going to really go and look, but you never know. Okay, so we're going to put that down. I want to get this one done before our time runs out. Not about this, I don't think I'll get all that done. Because the time flies sometimes, you know what I mean, Jelly Bean? It's my favorite thing to say now. I wonder if people are getting annoyed by it. I did good, guys. I didn't yawn till now. That's because I went quiet. If I keep talking, I think I yawn less. Okay, we're going to keep these out because I want to use them up. Then I'm jumping into my digital clusters that I make, which I love. These are so much fun to use, especially when you're already collaging, because they've got some collaging on them. It's a little big, but I'm losing so much of that floral to the top. This one's too wide. Same with that, it's a little too wide. That's too bad, because I kind of find that so very pretty. But I'm just thinking, that almost fits on there, but it's a little big. It's a little big. That's a little big. This almost is perfect. Oh yeah, that's perfect for it. And I took the time to do a jagged edge, and you're not even going to see it. These you can get on my site, PurpleHeartsCreationsbyChrissy. I have them in pink, purple, blue, yellow, green, and a sepia color. I have Christmas ones, but they're on my coffee site. I have a $5 membership now per month, and I add all kinds of monthly membership-only items. I just added a digital kit a couple of weeks ago, and some ephemera that can be used to match it. I think I called it Romance in the Air. You could use it for Valentine's, but not necessarily all it's got kind of a romance more than like, it doesn't have like Be My Valentine or anything like that on. That's one of the purple. I'm just pulling out the pink so I can see if there's something here I want to use. Now some of these, like this one, I redid it. I adapted some, so all of that's too big because that would have been really pretty there too. And so as you look, they have a digital cluster to them, but I don't think I have a small one available. I have to go. I think I've used most of them. So there's blue, there's green, there's the sepia, there's now yellow. I don't have yellow yet in here. I don't have a journal on the go, so I have blue journal on the go. I have pinks always. And I've got a purple one I've got to sew together. And I think Jacob's mom is doing his snack today. She might have heard me still doing my video. again, this is where you, even though this is kind of already got it, it gives it a nice, having the digital layered cluster on top of more layering just adds a lot of, and I use it a lot now because of that. Trying to see, I might come in after and get this pink on there, but I don't have one cut right now, and we're going to run out of time. I'm just putting it there just to, well, just to see. I'm going to line the top with the pink. I know that. Again, this is where I keep these things here that you can add. Up. This might be perfect for here. Oh, no, we're not putting the pocket on this now, because you know what I realized I didn't want an image there. And I think it's too late to peel it off. Yeah. So we'll do another pocket and end up doing that on another pocket. Oh boy, Christina's brain sometimes. Oh well, that's okay. No biggie. I have this somewhere. I'm going to go ahead and add this, because then sometimes it helps you know. Oops. Come on. Just roughly estimating here. This stuff is from Temu, and I like it for when I do my tags, because it's like 99 cents for like a big pile of it, right? So this will go on, this is going in my project box, guys. On Wednesday nights, I do a live, I need to put the new group. I have my PurpleHeartsCreationsbyChrissy, PurpleHeartsCreationsbyChrissy, which is my selling group. And for a while on Wednesday, well, it started out on Tuesdays, then I moved it to Wednesdays. And it was just interfering with the selling. People couldn't see where my stuff was. So I created a group just called, oh, I didn't want to cut that one, and I ended up cutting it. Silly goose. And this has to be straight. So I just created one, Purple Heart Creations. And I do lives in it on Wednesday. Now, our lives on Wednesday can go 2-3 hours. We've even gone 4 hours. Now, some people stay the whole time because they're used to it now and they plan it. Other people come for a little bit and go, and which is perfectly fine, and I like that. White glue. Probably gonna have to start to put this upside down. But sometimes when it's still quite a bit in it, I find sometimes. Okay, now what do I do with that excess glue? I wipe it off the cloth over here. Okay, come on, Christina. Sorry guys, I need to look at it closer. There we go. And we'll trim it up once it's dry. Now here, make a decision. Just because these words were right here, I thought, oh, let me see if I can use one of these. But none of them are jumping out at me. And I don't know if I want to go with this color. I think I might want to go with a pink. Yeah, I think I need some color. I should check on the time, because I have a feeling we're really getting close to. As I stood up to check the time, it was that time. We're going to go a little over an hour. We're just going to finish this off, guys. I need to cut some more in pink. Well, I don't have just those ones. Somewhere down here. I have some here. I'm trying to find... It's not really the word I want. I have the word, simple word love, but it's too small, I think. I'm trying to decide if I want. I have the hardest time with my words because for some reason when I put different words, suddenly something will just like the right word will jump out at me and be the one that needs to go there. That looks so purpley though. But it's not really my purple, see? It's just the shade of pink it is. It's not a bright pink. I think it's a little long. It's a little long. See, I can't get, you know, either too long, too short. It's just not cooperating for me. I like that. Strive for greatness. Let's throw that in there. That was too small. And here's, see, this is the what I'm talking about that I have, but these are too big. When I told you I'm doing a flower with word ones, right? I love those. And like, for instance, on the tea bag, technically, one of these will be beautiful on it, which will probably what'll be end up happening. Look how beautiful that looks on there. So, when we do a new pocket for that, because, oops, that's got to go back in there. Or do I want to go like some big? Thinking if I had a smaller word. And then these I like as well, but see if I do that, you know, when things just don't go the way you want them to go. And then that looks too purpley. This looks just, it's just screaming purple on me. I don't know if it's just my eyes today, but everything is taking on a purple tinge for me. So you know what, for now, I thought of just putting that, but we're coming back because nothing seems to be grabbing me with this one. Pull a few of these out so I can see better. Oh, that's a paper clip. Don't pull that apart. think maybe like that. Like that. In this case, I am going to use the white glue because this one is quite heavy. If the white glue will come. Come on. So because this is quite a heavy cluster, I think in this case, first we need to trim that up before I stick this on. Now if I can get it picked up. Press that down. Okay, now we're ready for a word. Now we're ready for the word. Now I'm just wondering if I should go big like that. Is it me or do they all look purple? Is it my eyes today because of the headache? Everything seems to look I honestly, it's not purple paper. I know that. Or maybe I just need to keep it within the same color. There we go. I like that for some reason. I don't know where that came from. But the thing is, what you can do is, I don't have the ink pad. I said after I ended up making this longer, and I apologize. It's 2:53. Whew. That time went really quickly, guys. It's just nice to be back. Maybe that's the problem because I've missed you guys so much I can't stop. Instead of using the brown, if you want a bit of touch of pink, ink with the pink one. The only thing I want to do is I want to define those curves a little more. That's the only thing I want to do. Define the curve a little more. There we go. There we go. Put that on, and we're going to call it quits from there, guys. There we go. Oh, down. I don't want to hide those flowers. There we go. After all that, we finally got a word. There we go. Ta-da! Today we did 2 pockets. I'm excited. I'm happy. There we go. She came out so pretty. Love her, love her. There we go, guys. Now I'm going to have to make another pocket because I really wanted this on top of it. And it didn't quite work. So we're going to make another pocket like that. And we're going to put that on it. That's what we're going to do. And I actually have this here ready for a pocket. So we could come in with this pocket. But this is really big. I'd have to trim it up some before I do a pocket that size. So there we go, guys. Thank you for joining me today. Sorry I went a little longer than usual. Well, I always go long. You know me by now, guys. And we're going to do, that is ready. Now that goes in the project box. I added something more to my project box. Surprise, surprise. So please come check me out at PurpleHeartsCreationsbyChrissy. I'll have all of them listed below. I have a fussy cut sale going on, which includes these You buy 3, get a 4th free. And tomorrow I'm going to have a special up for Valentine's, either tomorrow or Thursday. And every 4 you buy, well, every 3 you buy, because you get the 4th free, as well for the Valentine's weekend, you can pick a smaller fussy cut bundle. I'll have them specifically put there. There'll be the fussy cut. You get to choose one of those bundles, and if you buy 8, then you get 2 of those bundles. Plus, with every purchase, you will get a Sentimenta bundle. A perfect time to come and stock up on your fussy cuts at Purple Hearts Creations by Chrissy. Please like and comment on the video to help me, and I'll get this camera better for the next video. See you later. Have a good afternoon and evening. Bye for now.